Okay, so I'm going live quickly on my lunch break. Um, I do a working lunch always, unless I'm uh, with my students. So today's title is Why Emotional Intelligence is So Important. And it really is. I'm in a season right now in my school year where we're having teacher parent conferences. And in our school, we talk about the strengths and the weaknesses of students and what they can do. And a lot of things what we talk about also, is not just academics, but emotional character and strengths. And luckily this year, I have a group of kids who are really self aware and they know what makes them upset, they know what makes them happy. And that's so important for everyone to know. And you'd be surprised how many adults have no idea what their joy list, and I've talked about this before, that they might know what their triggers are, but they don't do anything to manage them. And a trigger for me in my spiritual practice just means I have work to do. Now, some people have a trigger and they just, I don't know, in the last couple of years, a lot of people have said, I'm triggered, as in somebody else's fault. Like they have to change the other people. But I don't believe in that. I believe that if you're triggered, that means there's something inside of you that needs adjusting. Okay. My spirituality is based on accountability, not blaming anybody else. Yes, things may have happened, but it doesn't mean you continue to carry it with you. You learn to let it go. And so, a lot of my students, and this is like one of the things I've taught my kids already, is that you can write. Again, guess what? I'm a big proponent about writing your feelings. So she did this after a situation that had happened before. She basically pulled a revenge move on someone that happened a little time before. But I told her, it's like, you have to learn to let it go. It's like things that happened, you can address it in the moment, or you can write about it and maybe talk about it later. And that's what she's learning to do. And that's what she's really like clinging to. And I'm celebrating her for that. And I also have a student this year. I may have talked about it already in on other platforms. He is twice gifted, and that means he excels genius level in some areas, but then he is very underdeveloped in other areas. So where he is underdeveloped is in his emotional intelligence. So he may be 7 years old, but sometimes emotionally he may act and respond in a way that a 3-year-old would. Okay. Now, don't we know some adults like that? And I wouldn't call them twice gifted either. So I think it's really important that people are more self aware of their feelings and how to manage those feelings. Okay. I will share some insights that I'm going to help my 7-year-old student with that maybe some adult people will benefit from. Learning how to identify your emotions, especially when it comes to things like the law of attraction, you just bring more of it to you when you keep bringing a certain kind of feeling into your life. You don't attract what you want, remember, you attract what you feel. Okay. There's also the science of um, the hormones that activate in our bodies based on emotions or based on activities that we do. I'll cover that. I know I've done a few videos in the past on that, but I'll do more in depth videos on those because I think it's really important as we are moving forward in this world that we become not just intellectually intelligent, but emotionally intelligent. It is so important that we learn how to agree to disagree on some topics. I didn't say all, some topics, and learn to let things go, and learn to have self accountability in your spiritual practices. Okay? So I'm looking out for y'all. And with that, take care.